Entertainment Industry News, Audio Edition, for March 12, 2020, brought to you by tvwriter.com. Links to the articles may be found in the transcript at tvwriter.com. Why should you as a visitor to TV Writer be interested in making audio fiction shows? Why should you be interested in making podcasts? Discoverability, that's why. The meaning of the word podcast is evolving to include any episodic, audio-only production, whether non-fiction or fiction. Agents and major studios have started trawling through podcasts and their creators for new content and talent. So here's the latest news to help you and your show get discovered. I told you so. Fremantle Storyglass preps scripted MK Ultra podcast with Australia's Easy Tiger. Storyglass, the scripted podcast label set up by American Gods producer Fremantle, is developing a 6-episode international audio series based around the controversial project MK Ultra, called, oddly enough, Ultra. The story is set in 1959 and follows a young intelligence agent who suddenly finds himself up to his neck in MK Ultra. The show is currently casting and set to debut later this year. Deadline.com. Resources, Part 1. Podcasts make the big time. Google now has a dedicated podcast search page that also lists what it considers the top-ranked and top-trending podcasts. Podcasts.google.com. Resources, Part 2. More news about fiction podcasts. Edited by Sarah Golding and Lindsay Harris-Friel, two of the most active members of the fiction podcast community, this weekly compilation of neighborhood news from both sides of the Atlantic gives a wide range of stories and opportunities in our favorite corner of showbiz. Thepodcasthost.com/fiction podcast weekly. Resources, Part 3. From Lost to Listeners. This article by Josh Carey, creator and host of the Hidden Entrepreneur Show, addresses what I consider the biggest thing that keeps people from starting their own podcast: fear. Carey says, the reason most shows never launch, or worse, launch without any fanfare, is not because the hosts are unskilled or untalented. It's because of this glaring fact: they are scared out of their minds. They allow the fear and concern of the unknown to take over. What if I look or sound stupid? What will they think? What if this doesn't work? Or worse, what if this does work? Having dealt with that issue myself, I can tell you that this article is worth reading. Podcastmovement.com. Opportunity knocks. Hearing the Haunted seeks scripts. Hearing the Haunted, a Siren-Aside anthology podcast, is looking for scripts, and they'll actually pay you coin of the realm for them. Their requirements, including script format, are very specific, so be sure to read and follow the guidelines. This is apparently an ongoing call for scripts, as no deadline is mentioned. The only downside: upon acceptance the author agrees to release all their rights to the script to Atrium Dynamics LLC. But, as you will be writing in someone else's universe on a work-for-hire basis, this is at least marginally acceptable. Just be aware. Their sound designers and composers do some exceptional work, so you could do worse for a platform to highlight your writing. HearingTheHaunted.com. If you wanna write, you gotta listen. Down. Down is a 24-part science fiction series about an expedition into a newly discovered Antarctic trench, dubbed the Bottomless Pit. The company-backed research submarine Virgil is elegant, state-of-the-art, and capable of withstanding enormous pressures. The same cannot be said for her crew. Departing from Beckett Station in Antarctica, a 5-person crew begins a 2-day mission exploring a part of the ocean floor where no human has gone before. The crew, plagued by doubts and conflicting personalities, have a hard time keeping it together. And then, there's that odd monster fish. Subscribe and listen. Definitelyhuman.co.uk. So, until next week, same pod time, same pod channel, keep listening and keep creating. Links to the articles are available in the transcript at tvwriter.com. Compiled by Robert W. Tinsley. Music provided by Incompetech, The Builder by Kevin MacLeod, Creative Commons Attribution 4.0 International. Link available in the transcript.